Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
assholeconsulting.com, where we undo all the damage your guidance counselors, teachers, what do they call them? Career advisors, career planners. We undo all the damage they did to you. Hey Aaron, I wrote you earlier, I need some more advice, I would prefer video. I graduated with an accounting degree and couldn't find a permanent job, / all the jobs were low quality. I got declined from everything after 2 years of interviews. Ouch. I enrolled in an online computer science program and after 7 courses learned a ton about programming. I practice programming all the time and have a portfolio. I was able to get an internship paid $21 an hour in IT security over the summer. I put all the money I earned into paying off the CS courses. The only problem is that I am paying $1,900 a course to essentially teach myself computer science. The program will cost me $18,000 to finish from where I am now. I also need to pay off the $12,000 in loans from my failed accounting degree. I currently have no money and can't afford to continue the program. There's your answer. If you're out of gas, don't ask me where you should drive. I want to become a software developer, work in IT security. My plan is to, instead of buying courses, spend the next 3 to 4 months every day in the library, self-teaching myself all day what I need to do to get a job. Absolutely 100%. I have access to the exact same resources for free / cheap on Amazon. I will also spend that time applying for jobs. If I can get a job, I can use tuition reimbursement to finish off the degree instead of borrowing money. Oh, it's cute you think you're going to get tuition reimbursement. Dude, just assume you're not, okay? I figure as long as I can prove that I can program well and answer interview questions, then I should be able to get a job. Although I don't want to waste time, I could be investing in the degree. I heard that some classmates were able to get good jobs without complete the program. My question is, do you think the plan is feasible? I have a good resume attached on this email. Diego. Well, thank you, Diego. Yes, dude, 100%. You do not need degrees in IT. You need certifications. And especially when it comes to computer programming, it's whether you know the language. Like, you don't major in C#. You major computer programming, but you don't major in Perl or JavaScript. So I like your idea also because you have no other choice. You're out of money. And there's no reason to go into debt, especially if you can get the job without having to go and pay for school. And I'm not even saying that the time you spent in school was a waste. It gave you the structure. You're starting to learn. I think now you're able to grow legs and run. So I would absolutely spend the next 3 to 4 months teaching yourself. This internship paying $21 an hour, I don't know if that ended. But man, I would. That's a fair wage. You could actually live cheaply and pay off your student loans there pretty well, pretty quick. Maybe make a little bit of you got 18,000? No, 12,000. Yeah, in a year you should be able to pay that off, living cheaply. And if you're just staying in and learning how to program, you're not going to be pissing away money on $12 martinis. So I would do that. I would also, you're going to need money somewhere. So if you lost your $21 an hour job, I would also then try to get back into IT. See if you can get some kind of IT job. If you're in computer networking security, see if you can get into that. Sounds like you like it. That would be ideal. But if not, once again, go the security guard route. Go some late night work, something where you're working the overnight shift and you can work on the job. That would be killer. I mean, the win-win-win is you'd have internet access, you'd be able to work on the job, and it's third shift. And then, dude, you would be, like how I bang out books, like I wrote a 500-page book in 2.5, 3 months. That's because I was working security, 16-hour shifts the entire time, sitting in a room. It was maddening, but I banged out a really good, 500-odd-page book in 3 months. You could achieve the same amount there and get paid and make money, pay off your debts, and then come out with some really good, you got a portfolio already? Absolutely. Then, if all of a sudden, for whatever reason, you're having a hard time finding a job or you start talking to employers, and talk to your coworkers and ask them, what, because I don't work in the industry. I only see, I got my IT buddies I talk to, and I only see certifications and what they say. But talk to these guys because they're a little bit closer to say, hey, should I really go back to school or is it all right if I just go get CCNA or I go and get whatever latest certifications are? And they'll tell you. Call them up even if you no longer work there. Say, hey, give them the exact same problem. But I can almost guarantee you they care whether you can program a language, not whether you got a fucking degree. Degree, it's not going to hurt. But this is IT, not the cocksucking MBA, HR, HRIS bullshit world. So, anyway, absolutely do it. Keep kicking ass. See if you can't find yourself a real, IT job. And if you can't find that, security, librarian, parking lot attendant, something where you're sitting on your ass and you can work. Best of luck. Toodles.